to kind of set the scene for you. We're expecting this thing to, charge through the Caribbean Sea, possibly then move into the Gulf of America.
Medium chance to develop in the coming days. Odds are 40% in the next 2 days, as well as the next 7 days.
Welcome back to the Carry Handle Podcast. My name is Bryce, and with me, as always, is Kevin. And in fact, Kevin is here in the flesh. We might make this a more regular thing.
I found the compound.
He did. He remembered how to get here from last time.
Despite the directions.
So what brings us here together today, Kevin?
The love of the Brotherhood.
The love of the Brotherhood. Well, past the love of the Brotherhood, we also had an event that we went to. We've been talking about it for a little bit now. What event was that?
It was Suppressed Fest. We went to Suppressed Fest.
Now the biggest dub here for yours truly is I won't have to try and remember to plug another thing now.
Oh, speaking of friends in the channel, why don't we go ahead and plug them up top?
Yes, friends of the channel. Eastern Shore Sling Company. Sorry, got a bit of the tisms going. 10% off is the carry handle. Is the carry handle? Okay. And then for Hammy 3D Prints, another friend in the channel, literally has thousands of options for you in terms of 3D printing to a hanging storage bolt accessory, all kinds of stuff. Whatever you can think of, you can do it. And then obviously the coolest gun stands that you'll ever find. Is the carry handle gang. I think everything 10% off. We don't get any kickbacks, but we just like showing support, and
because they're cool people.
They're cool dudes, cool blokes and Sheilas and whatever.
British?
I don't know. I think that's more like Australian. It's a colony thing, I'm sure. So this is recorded the Monday after the last day of God damn it.
Suppressed
Fest. Yeah, my brain is cooked. So what'd you think? First event, what in the books?
I thought it was amazing. It blew my mind. It was crazy how not only massive the event was, but how many vendors turned out and how nice they were, and just kind of the whole layout of the field.
Yeah.
It was very laid out to flow very well. Nothing felt too cramped or tight. The food trucks were in a nice spot. They weren't like gonna bother people trying to get into and out of booths.
When we talked to Adam and he was talking about how he capped the show, I think he hit the nail on the fucking head. Absolutely. In terms of body per gun per booth. I mean, there was never really. I mean, there were lines, but it was never. If you really wanted to shoot something, you could just hang out for a couple minutes and you'd end up in the line. It was the perfect number of people. I mean, there was more options to shoot than it felt like. Now maybe there may have been, but it felt like because of how efficiently you could go through the lines, it flowed super well. Now in contrast, 9 years ago, it was not suppressed only, and it was a little harder to get to some of the vendors, and I'm impressed at. I mean, now granted, 10 years, but some people don't learn anything, and I have to say,
I think he's definitely learned.
Yeah, I have to say it was done very, very well, in the vibe, like in terms of the people that were there, everybody fit kind of in,
and most importantly, the porta potties were clean.
Yes, the porta potties were clean and accessible.
That second part, very important.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, in terms of hearing safe, you hear it all the time, but it was a hearing safe shooting event.
We wore ears just because we knew we were going to be shooting on the line most of them Saturday and part of them Sunday. I lost my ears halfway through Sunday, but here I am. I can still hear.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, we made some excellent connections in terms of people that we met, and we learned, I think, a fair bit in terms of how we want to, I guess, interact with people, interact with vendors. I mean, it was kind of it was scary for me. I'm not necessily.
You were natural.
The most sociable person.
If you were scared, I did not see that.
It's a little. It was intimidating in terms of I don't know what I'm supposed to. Okay, so you'll see videos that we took
Yeah.
And the style of interview, I guess, if you will, in terms of like the booth interviews, I'll be 100% honest. If you've ever watched like the firearm blog videos, I just copied them.
Oh no.
I,
You just kind of did the gorilla, like, hey, how are you?
yeah, I just remember how Luke does his and Hop and James do theirs. And I'm just like, okay, so I'll start doing that, even though that was like halfway through where I just start talking to somebody and he's like,
is that why you started to become more confident halfway through?
but yeah, I was like, oh, well,
I
there's
was
a
watching
guy,
the video back, I was like, why is he becoming more confident now? That's so weird. And I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah, I followed, well, when I followed somebody else's formula, it made it a little easier. But let's talk brass facts here. Brass facts.
Huh.
Yeah?
Brass facts.
Yeah, just like the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What was something that surprised you going into the show, and what was something you didn't? I mean, what was a standout and what was a surprise? And I think those are two different things, even though they sound identical.
Well, I almost feel like you're trying to bait me a little bit. So the standout for me was, I think, the 308.
The
PTR 308.
Yeah, with the Vent
G3
series,
the G3, like
suppressor,
how
yeah.
light the suppressor was and how well that 308 actually.
Yeah.
Me never shooting a 308 ever.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is impressive.
Yeah, I have limited trigger time on any like roller locked 308s as well. I mean, a lot of MP5 shooting just because of whatever shoots and people that have MP5s.
Well, I mean, I didn't like, yeah. Yes, I shot full auto MP5s pretty much all day.
Anybody that's ever been to an industry shoot on any level, somebody's brought an MP5. There's always a full auto MP5.
Yep.
It's not old hat, but because it's obviously about the most enjoyable submachine gun to shoot, it's not the most enjoyable.
Well, what about the Uzi?
That's why I said it's about. My favorite submachine gun of all time is the full-size Uzi. And I finally got to shoot one-handed full auto. Terminator style. The Spectrum Defense boys coming in clutch.
Yes.
I mean, and they were the ones to recommend the single-handed. Oh my God, that was exquisite. In the same booth, these boys, I mean, I'm thinking in terms of selection and diversity of small arms, I think their booth is my favorite selection. Maybe not the most diverse, maybe not the most.
Well, they did win the award.
Yeah, most well-armed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think no, I don't think. That was my favorite selection of firearms there.
It was a very well-rounded small, like, 9mm VZ 50.
Yeah, 32s.
Oh, 32s.
Yeah, he had 545.
The G36K, which I wonder, Bryce, did you shoot that too?
I got to shoot a full auto G36, and I know
how is your.
It's not a very good gun to shoot full auto.
Well, we know that now.
We know this now. It's spicy, and this was a factory KE. It was a factory.
Yeah.
Select fire G36, so it wasn't somebody just kind of rigging up a like a conversion or anything like that. It's a factory. I don't think it was a post sample, or I think it was a post, or it had to be a post sample based on the optics stack. I think it was a post sample. Either way, it was a factory full auto.
No shit full auto.
Yeah,
G36.
It was. You know, it's funny. My dad, when I was little, he shot one when he was doing stuff where he would be able to shoot stuff like that, and he always told me it rocked back and forth, kind of weird in terms of how it like reciprocated in your shoulder.
Yeah,
and in the video, you can see the whole thing.
Yeah, you can. Watching back the video, I was looking at it. I was like, holy. Yeah, crap, you can see it like
it's like porpoising. It's like
now to answer the obvious question that you may have as a viewer and or listener. No, I didn't shoot the G36 because
he said no.
I saw Bryce's pain in his eyes.
It wasn't. I liked it. It wasn't good, but I still had a good time.
Went right for the MP5 and used Syntec.
And then not a single. I think you got two.
I got
or
a
maybe
couple.
Max 3 round
I think
bursts.
Spectrum Defense appreciated my firearms manipulation because without skipping a beat, it would just seize up. I just drop the mag, unrack it, dump the round out.
Now the G36 I shot, I think had a couple stoppages.
It had
as well.
two.
Yeah. Initially, And then I was able to get through half a magazine, but I had to kind of mess with it a little bit. And one thing, the biggest difference between that K and the SG36 that I have here, literally at home.
I mean, aside from the full auto.
Aside from the full auto, the charging handle is a lot sharper on the SG36. The GSG9 parts kits, they're not as finished in terms of.
Oh,
I have one over here, and not in terms of
we have a live sample here.
In terms of the angles, if you feel the angles on the charging handle, it's sharp.
Oh yeah,
it's very
not
sharp.
Not rounded off.
Yeah, and the one for the actual G36 was a lot nicer finish.
Well, I mean, if anything, it gives you a complete, wonderful template to mentally build off of.
Yeah. So what I want to do for the next G36 dealio is I'm going to grab another S5 receiver, and then I want to make a C variant. Now, this won't be for a little bit, but
wow.
And then a UMP at some point.
Well, obviously, you have to do the UMP. You can't do the G36 and not do the UMP. That's just sacrilegious.
Well, yeah, I think the trigger packs are the same too.
And then to go back to your previous question, what stood out, I believe, was the belt fed, the no shit linked belt fed.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I forgot
Bryce's
about that.
absolute hatred of belt feds.
Actually, I was going to talk about the bolt gun.
Oh, the CZ.
I'm so boring. I have
You're hung up on your.
I really like bolt guns.
Booth.
It was the Spectrum booth.
It really
everything about that booth made me happy. I was able to shoot one of the ARACs, the Facts and Firearms. Great guys at the Facts and Firearms booth.
Yeah. The side charging handle.
That thing's been around for a while.
It was flat. I would buy one,
but it's heavy as fuck. That's the only reason it's flat.
Yeah, but so what? It's still cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, it's
for like a DMR maybe.
I don't know what kind of accuracy potential you get out of those over, say, something like the IWI SR25 pattern rifles.
Well, one's obtainable when the money we have, and one is unobtainable. So
I think the ARAC and the SR25 is about the same. It's under $2,000 for those SR25 clones.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, what's compelling about those is their SR25 cut, stoner cut receivers, but they take LR308 extensions, so they're more compatible. There's a wider diversity of availability, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. It's early. We're recording early. My brain hasn't turned on. There's a lot more availability in terms of barrel options. It's kind of like Centurion Arms.
Okay.
It's LR308 extension, but where it matters, it's SR25.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the belt fed was amazing. Also, shout out to Canco Armory.
Yeah, Canco Armory. Oh, we like them.
Awesome.
They were boys.
Giving me fat stacks of MP5s to run 10.5 inch full
seeking
autos.
us out to video.
I had all the guns that tickled my tism.
Yeah, if you guys see the Instagram, if you see a clip of some guy shooting a belt fed on our channel or on our page, that's at the Canco booth, as you can plainly see in the tag. But they were able to get a hold of a belt fed, and they wanted people to see what would happen. I mean, they got that thing almost to 1,000 degrees. I think it was kissing 8 or something.
Yeah, so. it was hot. I was trying to capture the heat wave.
Yeah, I tried to in the pictures. You could almost see the mirage just because it was so hot.
Yeah, the discoloration.
Yeah, it was super cool. One of the standouts for me would have been actually it was kind of twofold. It'd be that it would be their suppressors, their flow through design. I can't remember
the radiator style.
Yeah, the radiator style. I cannot for the life of me remember off the top of my head. Hold on. Say words while I try to.
Yes, and then they just gave me fat stats to fire. The guy's like, "Hey y'all, here's a stack. Go nuts." And I'm pretty sure he gave me a full stack MP5 twice.
Just sit there.
Yeah, he's just like, "Here you go, go nuts, whatever." And then the Canco dude actually sought us out to come film the 249, which I thought was wholesome and amazing.
Yeah,
that we made that connection, and then the guy's like, "Hey, come film. I know you guys are gonna do a good film job."
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Of course, it's the one they haven't quite released yet. It's not on their fucking website.
Oh no, it'll be on their website eventually. I'm sure.
I forgot what it was called. It was really cool. Damn, that's gonna irritate me now.
Well, I can't think of it.
it the Power Stroke? No, it's not the
No, the
Stroke.
Power Stroke's the
Yes, yeah. No, it's
Oh,
a 30
man,
cal
I
can.
can't remember.
I can't remember what it's called now.
Hurry, let's talk so we can delete that
I
dead
won't
space.
remember. Oh shit.
Oh, they did have an unfortunate oopsie poopsie. And
Are you referring to them dropping the hub mount for when they were trying to unthread it from the belt fed?
I am. I was he was unscrewing it with his wrench and it's just right
now, in his defense, again, almost 1,000 degrees. So I mean,
I guess that's fair. I mean, the guy.
well, maybe not 1,000 degrees, but I mean, it was still fucking hot.
I don't know if you saw the guy picking it up when the mat he had, and he's like, he like threw the.
Well,
mat.
even it was the
and he's like, I'm like, what's going on? It's like, oh, that thing's still a little spicy, a little hot.
and then a shout out to the rifle speed guys for letting me escape and load bags.
Oh god, and the cathartic magazine loading. Yes, there will be a small compilation about loading bags.
I was escaping. They let me escape.
Now, I like their gas system, their infinite gas system.
Well, it's infinite is. It's not necessarily that it's infinite. It's that you open your operational window. If you remember, if any of the listeners remember when I was doing armor stuff, and I would talk about experimenting on gas blocks. That's more specifically what I was talking about in terms of trying to impinge on. Damn, I cannot find the fucking name of the suppressor.
Yeah, those guys were cool too. Like the first time around, like you can talk about gas stuff. You can talk about that all day long, but it's not until you get behind the gun that your eyes kind of open up. First he's like, okay, here's nothing, shoot it. You're like, baby, typical AR.
Like, okay, so you're talking about the shooting experience for the rifle speed gas block. Yeah. Well, it was
and
cool.
then he crates it up, and it is right at 4:00.
Yeah. Well, it's so incredibly predictable. When you walk over to their booth, there's two distinct piles of brass.
Yeah.
It's super funny because I mean, what I really liked was discussing the difference in how the rifle behaves with and without, or with different weight buffers. Now, I mean, everybody's got their opinions on and their, I guess, mixtures for what makes an AR run.
Right.
But I think what's important, and I think what has happened a lot is that the gas blocks that we've had up until now have not been necessarily great in terms of longevity, in terms of maintenance, in terms of using it past setting it. Because most people, I mean, and I heard a number of guys go up to the booth and they'd be talking to one of the rifle speed reps and they were like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, I have an adjustable gas block. And the guy'd be like, well, have you understand, or you've probably had the experience where you've tried to back it off and it doesn't work. And he's like, oh no, actually I set it and forget it. And he's like, oh, well, is that for suppressed or unsuppressed? He's like, actually, I do it for one or the other because I don't expect to be able to adjust the gas block. And I think what's interesting is that you have a product that now it's like a whole new world, like you can now.
You don't have to just remember a setting, set it, leave it, and then go, oh, I'm going to do unsuppressed.
Or just set it and make it effectively a custom where like it carbon locks into place and that's the only setting. Now, I mean, I've actually seen guys with witness marks in terms of suppressed and unsuppressed where they just can quickly make a quick throw.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty compelling.
Yeah. I mean, the guys were cool. And then the second time we went around, he's just like, all right, you know the deal. It's full on. Have fun. 2 mags. I was able to mag dump. I was like, yay.
So one of my biggest letdowns.
Oh no.
At the show.
Wait, let me think. Who did Bryce not like?
But no, it wasn't a person.
Letdowns.
Yeah. Are you gonna guess?
Oh man. IWI not having the Galil.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. I was a little bummed. They had it. So God bless the reps. They had one of the caramels in their vehicles, but I guess somebody had He-Manned the muzzle device on, and they physically could not get it off, which bummed me out a little bit. Second letdown was I saw a full Centurion Arms 6.5 Creedmoor build. I was not allowed to shoot. Well, it wasn't
because
that
we didn't have
actually I took that back.
ammo.
The bow suppression guys, shout out to Justice, fucking solid dudes, local to us. So definitely excited to stay in contact with them. But
Absolutely.
in terms of just a bunch of cool guys willing to share some stuff, they were awesome. They were like, honestly, if you find 6.5, you can come shoot it. And then I got distracted. That was on me.
Yeah, I was trying to keep my eyes out, but I didn't see very many 6.5s out there.
No, it was 308. I mean, there wasn't a lot of 5.45. The Spectrum Defense guys were holding that.
Well, that's
down.
that's because they're awesome on the 5.45.
I know.
Drink. Yeah,
that was crazy. Okay, so my biggest excitement at that show was the CZ 600 trail. That 760 by 39 bolt gun was so incredible.
And it looked really sweet.
I
had it set up and everything.
Yeah, I had not.
And the collapsible stock too.
Yep. And just the whole thing as a package where we talk about practical riflemen or being a practical rifleman or a Minuteman. Or,
and you were saying you wanted it maybe in 300 blackout. Because
it's a more readily available cartridge here.
Same
concept. 30 cal, slow moving, heavy 30 cal.
Now, what distances would you punch that out to? Maybe like 350?
Maybe. Not even. I mean,
like 300 and in.
Yeah, I've been trying to contextualize a lot of distances lately in terms of using those 100 concept or 100. Jesus Christ!
Oh, and the
fucking ranging cards,
the Black Hills.
Jeez, thank you, Black Hills Design.
Yeah,
sorry, Hammy. Black Hills Design ranging cards that we love so much. I mean, I actually have to give Kevin his.
Eventually, it's been only 2 years.
I take it to church. I take it everywhere to get practical ranging gun stuff, just because it's clear. It doesn't jump out at you. It doesn't scream, "What are you doing?" It just kind of looks like you're looking around at some stuff.
Like you're an old senile man.
Yes. You're a little confused. You don't know what's going on, so you're looking at some clear plastic.
Perhaps you pooped your pants and you don't even know yet.
But so. I like if you follow the Instagram on any level, you may have seen a couple times occasionally I like posting contextualized distances in terms of like 25 yards being the end of
is
like
that
a
how you're
freezer
doing
aisle.
those?
Oh, I didn't do those.
Oh.
Yeah, I reshare those because I'm too lazy. But I think what I need to do is break out one of those Black Hill Design and do a picture thing. The only thing is I don't think I'm a good enough photographer to make that work.
You're better than I. I mean, I just try and memorize known distances. Like I know a road is 12 feet by 12 feet, 12 feet of lane.
Well, so knowing the size of something, but knowing the distance and having a true understanding of scale has been really hard for me in terms of just. I think figuring out how big a human is at different distances is probably the easiest.
Well, I feel like
thing.
flat ranges kind of hold our hands a lot when the big red paint or
I was going to say the big cardboard targets.
The big cardboard and the size relative to the distance to make it look equal at 25, 100, 150, 200. You're like, oh, well, that's about. No, they're different sizes in real life.
Well, and then even then,
that doesn't make for a fun shoot at a flat range.
Well, I think another thing that I've run into, especially if you start running any of like the targets that are just pictures of people and they have the light vital zones, trying to find an aiming spot while you're shooting under fire, like losing your point of aim is so much easier on an actual human target, or human picture target. Sorry. Well, no. Well, so more than just humanoid. I mean, when it's the picture of an assailant with a gun doing whatever, like, but the photorealistic,
the classic,
but not the cartoon ones, but like the photorealistic, And I know SIG's Academy uses those a lot, or I think they even have their own. But company aside, trying to engage one of those is a little bit is a lot harder under fire, under like a string of fire. I get a little excited. I start stuttering, but I start noticing that it's harder for me to track the point of aim under fire.
Right.
So I think when I start contextualizing how big something is or how big something appears at a distance, it'll be easier for me to understand where I need to be putting bullets in terms of where the holds need to be.
Right.
And that's just repetition. That's just something I'm going to have to keep doing.
Yeah.
But I definitely think, I don't know how I ended up on the Black Hills design
Yeah,
card. I want to talk about those all the time. I think
know.
those are the coolest
But
things ever.
I mean, I like that we completely negated and escaped the fact of the oopsie poopsie I did.
Oh, at the other surprise of the day.
The other surprise of the day.
The Steel Industries.
Steel Industries. In my defense, as Bryce would like to say, the guy, I did watch the video back and he was holding the 9mm. And in his defense, he did say, I wouldn't do this with a 5.56 gun.
Immediately hands you the 5.56 gun.
Then pick up a 5.56 gun, like a boob. It runs fine. Bryce has it's like a 10-second clip of me doing it. So I touch the spicy pickle for like half a second. And I go, ooh, that's hot. Now I have a very lovely
silent steel
scar on my hand, which I'll keep it and love it forever.
Well,
it's actually getting better.
He made out relatively well. It doesn't.
Yeah,
look too bad.
I grabbed it just long enough to feel it go ooh and let go.
Well,
letting go is an important part.
Yes, indeed. Now, one thing I think going back to it's a little it felt a little easy kind of choosing them as a surprise because I think they were one of the big title sponsors of the shoot, but their suppressor and their internal flow through like core design where it's the core it's a 2-piece flow through, so it's not additive. Another radiator style kind of traditional mesh kind of MP5 SD older OSS style suppressor,
right?
But mixed with a flow through with the turbine, and there was no gas to my face. Now, granted, I didn't get to shoot a longer string of fire, but
but I mean, I feel like when suppressors, I can completely be wrong. I feel like in the first couple shots, like 3 to 5, you're gonna feel some gas.
Okay, so I did feel
that they're all set up, and everything.
I did feel some gas on more traditional baffle stack. So actually having a traditional baffle stack versus the flow through.
Yeah.
But even some other flow through designs, I was getting gas within 5 rounds. And I think maybe they gave me 10 rounds. I don't know. But the amount of shooting I was able to do with that can, I mean, it wasn't as lightweight as some of the other ones. I mean, but it's serviceable. It looks like something that you can serviceable is a big thing because some of these can companies, it's like, well, you're gonna have to soak them. Now, I was impressed with Spectrum Defense and what they were doing with their coatings and their additive manufacturing for their flow through cans.
Yeah,
and I gotta tell you, I might have to get one of those for a crank in the future because I got to shoot their crank in full auto. Now it was 5.45 and. The Spectrum Defense boys are AK purists, so they may not like this, but I'm gonna get one from 5.56.
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear that.
Get one from 5.56.
It sounds like you're saying
I want to crank in 5.5.
Oh, and 5.56
or 300 blackout.
You sacrilegious bastard.
I still haven't decided, and I've been terrorizing Kevin with my nonsense.
Dare you?
I know. Well, I can find the ammo easier, and I don't. I'm lazy.
Well, at least you're honest.
Well, I'm nothing if not that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So
don't forget about Fusion Firearms.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And
bearing the lead.
Small yet wonderful purchase of a threaded muzzled Glock clone.
Oh yeah, I mean, getting Fusion Firearms. Kenny and his wife over at Fusion Firearms holding it down. We like them so much. We're gonna be doing some more content at Fusion Firearms. I'm also sort of local to them, so expect some content moving forward with them. I mean, I just as a company and as people, they were really just great to hang out with.
And I like how they're changing Fusion Firearms.
Yep.
Kind of
they're pushing it into the more modern.
Yeah, I mean, being old is great, but in this industry, it's kind of like if you don't change with the times, you end up being forgotten about.
Well, I like what they're doing in terms of keeping the 1911 stuff, but also pushing into 2011 Glock compatible
keeping
things.
what built the company.
Yeah.
but also adding on.
Well,
to
yeah,
it.
you can feel that in the guns. I mean, in terms of they feel like the Craftsman 1911s, but then they have but they were the yes, and the Glocks.
As I'm handing Bryce my Fusion Firearms
I don't know
Glock
what
19 knockoff,
the C9.
The C9. It's actually, for what I paid, the quality is fine.
I was gonna say, I mean, in terms of buying a gun and then buying a threaded barrel, we talk about a lot on the show about how having a modular gun doesn't really mean fuck all if you don't really want to fuck with it. So
Yeah,
in my mind, I think it makes more sense to have a dedicated gun.
it's almost like a sacrilege because a lot of them that I was looking at, I tore it apart last night. I was looking at a lot of the internals are just Glock. So if I had to ever rebuild it or whatever, it looks like Gen 4.
Yeah.
And I mean Gen 4 Glock stuff I can throw in there. You know,
well, it's cool as it still has an ambi slide relay.
It does, yeah.
It's kind of like a Gen 5.
And the trigger is okay. It's different.
Yeah.
Is that like the new triggers or?
Nah, I just think it's a bad trigger.
Oh,
I think you're just being nice.
I don't know what these are. I'm so used to just the bog standard Glock.
It just feels like a factory connector with an aluminum flat face shoe. I do quite like the shoe though. I'll be honest, I quite like the shoe.
Yeah, I do too.
I just think the trigger's bad.
Well,
but I mean,
it'll get warded.
Yeah, they're all pretty bad at first.
Yeah,
I could say it.
And it's MLS ready, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's got its own. It's got its own optics.
Optics ready.
Cut. I don't know what the system is. I don't know what it's cut for. So we'll have to figure that. It almost looks RMSC, which would be kind of weird. Is it? No, it's not. It must have its own plate system. We'll have to play with that. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. At the very least, I mean, it's you got a whole gun for barely more than what a barrel would cost you.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's
Kenny's amazing. He hits me up.
Yeah, Kenny's the man. So yeah, we'll definitely look up.
Now all I gotta do is get a can on there.
Yeah. Maybe
a Canco can.
Oh, maybe a Canco can.
Because they seem to be like the cheapest, highest quality you can.
Well, what about our boys at Tuna Can?
Yeah, Tuna Can.
we were able to see the Gorilla Tuna Can booth getting built by Irish Rifle Academy and FPS Kitty with 2A Ninja faithfully manning the camera. Those guys are awesome. It was really cool being able to see them and hang out with them.
Their guerrilla marketing style
absolute
is amazing.
Hoot. Yeah, no, that was absolutely just exquisite. We really enjoyed that. But all in all, I mean, I think,
yeah,
in terms of our first show,
it was a great event. It went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to go, and it gave us a great template for future events. Yeah. Including SHOT Show.
Yeah. It's weird not having another show to say.
I know.
But yeah, so we have those things coming up. Now, SHOT Show, we're looking for more viewer opinions, more viewer requests. What do you want? What do you want to see? What do you want us to talk about? What things are you interested in seeing? My wife, the producer, needs us to drive engagement. She says I'm not doing that enough. So I shall do this. I shall do this for you, sweetheart. Yeah. Driving engagement. Tell me what you want.
Yeah.
What else?
I think we'll handle that in part 2.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. It was a blast. I mean, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you for listening. Yeah. Thank you for caring, and tune in next time.
Adios.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
aren't they listening to this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts. So, all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who are we and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.